This is the Liberty High School baseball team. Can y'all say, "Go Liberty"? I had Jack say good morning, Anderson, this morning because I wanted to see what your response would be, because you're, "Good morning," and then you forgot you didn't know what it was. But anyway, this is our high school baseball team. So we are so proud they're back, and they're former Anderson students. Let's follow our lead. Out, 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 in, shake it. Out, in, shake it. Out, in, shake it. Out, in, shake it. Rolling, roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the sprinkler is next, right? Other way. Here we go. Out, out, in, cheeks, cheeks, cross and sing. You gotta sing right there. Clap, 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 clap. Happy birthday.
Listening up here. Thank you so much. Here we go. We have a whole page full of people getting into the math club today. In kindergarten, Miss Cunningham's class, we have Adriel and Arika. In Miss Flaherty's class, we have Alyssa. And in Miss Guillot's class, we have Myra. Awesome job. All right, first grade, Miss Lauer's class, we have Nikhil. What's happening when that happens is you have these emotions in your brain, and your emotions are taking over inside of your brain. So today, what I'm going to teach you is what it looks like when that happens, because if we can see what our brain is doing, then guess what? We have the power to change how we react when our emotions get really, really big, okay? So here we go. I want you to look at your hand, and I want you to think of your hand as a brain, okay? So pick your hand up, maybe the hand you write with, and I want you to think of it as a brain, okay? Your thumb, this is your midbrain. It's right in the middle. So I want you to cross your thumb over like this. And then I want you to fold your hands on top. Okay, do you see that? So, you have an upstairs brain. Miss Heiser, would you like to come join me up here? She could be my Vanna White, my model. Welcome to the cafe. Hey, we may fall. Don't laugh if we fall. Good morning, Anderson.
Good morning, Miss Heiser.
Okay, so she's gonna be my Vanna. Here we go. So we have our brain. Cross your hand over. This is your midbrain. Fold your hands on top. You have an upstairs brain, and you have a downstairs brain, okay? First, let's talk about our downstairs brain. Right here, your wrist, that is your spinal cord, okay? And your spinal cord, it goes up your brain into your brain stem, which is like the palm of your hand, would be your brain stem, okay? And that is what controls your emotions, all right? Our downstairs brain is our emotional brain. And it has all of our emotions. It also has those automatic things that we do, like breathing or that fight, flight, or freeze reaction that we have sometimes where we automatically know, oh, danger, we're in trouble, okay? So that is your downstairs brain. Now, your fingers, let me see everyone's brain. There we go. Your fingers, the top part up here is called the cerebral cortex. Can you say that? Cerebral cortex, okay? And this is your thinking brain. This is where you problem solve. This is where what's your upstairs brain? Use that. And what's your downstairs brain? Your emotional brain. Great job, 5th grade. Okay, now your knuckles, right here. Your knuckles in the front. I want you to put it right here by your head. That's called your frontal lobe. So if your brain was inside of your head, right here behind your forehead, that's called your frontal lobe. Can you say frontal lobe? Frontal lobe. Good. Great job, baseball players. Thank you for joining us. Okay, this part of your brain is what regulates your emotions. So it's what keeps your emotions in check. When you have those big emotions, someone's pushing your buttons, your frontal lobe is what's trying to keep your self-control under control. Now, sometimes we have really big emotions, right? Normally when we're calm, our upstairs brain and our downstairs brain, they talk to each other and they keep us calm. But sometimes when people push our buttons or we have these big emotions, guess what happens? We flip our lid. Raise your hand if you've ever flipped your lid. All the time. I'm working on it. It's a goal of mine. You flip your lid. And when you flip your lid, your upstairs brain and your downstairs brain, they can't talk to each other anymore. Look how far your fingertips are away from this midbrain. See how far they are? Look at your hand. Look at your brain. Do you see how far they are away from each other? So what we are going to learn about in the next few weeks, we are going to learn coping strategies that gives us the power to bring our lid down and keep us from flipping our lid. Some that you might already know, like taking deep breaths or taking a break. Those are coping strategies, things we're gonna talk about. Ooh, I see some good deep breathing right there. That's one strategy we're gonna talk about, Neva. All right, so we are gonna learn about keeping our brain from flipping our lid in the coming weeks. All right, one more time. Tell me, the upstairs brain, what is that? Your thinking brain. Your downstairs brain is the what? Emotional brain. And what happens sometimes when those emotions get too big? We flip our lid, and we're going to learn strategies to keep us from flipping our lid in the coming weeks, okay? I've got a video that I'm going to send to your teachers that's a pretty cool sketch that a kid did of this same thing that you can watch if you'd like in a class meeting in the next week. All right? Thank you for listening to my lesson on a brain. Have a great day.
I can hear it now.
It is social intelligence or social IQ. Part of that is, knowing what others around you need. And so I just wanted to take a second and say thank you to anybody who wrote me a sweet note this week or brought me a treat or a Starbucks or anything. I really appreciate it. This is a new role and a new job, and so I wouldn't want to do it anywhere else but here. So I just wanted to say thank you all for showing nice social IQ. All right, Miss Tarpley, come on down.